8:35, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Time. I've decided, to call these now at 8:35 the cross.
All right.
It's time for the cross. By the way, don't let it distract you. It's been distracting listeners all morning long, but Joan Jones is in her pajamas.
Oh, no.
And I was chastised by, get your minds out of the gutter, people. And why is it that when I admitted that, I would do broadcasts in my pajamas, nobody was, nobody seemed to be distracted by that.
I bet your pajamas aren't as cute.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, Joan, I've admitted that I've got puppy dog pajamas.
Oh, jeez.
Good Lord.
TMI.
Shut up,
It's always
KGB.
good.
Oh, they're cute. They're cute pajamas. My wife bought them for me. My first
My
wife.
pajamas
They've got,
would not be
actually holes
suitable.
in them now.
Oh, jeez.
My pajamas are not suitable for public.
All right.
Why do you have to go weird,
Come on, Chris.
KGB? Why do you have to
Some
go weird?
pajama
That's
confessions,
what I
please?
learned getting trained by Putin. That's how I learned.
What did you just say? What did you just say?
So he was trained by Putin.
That's how that's.
Oh,
He was making a KGB joke.
wait, right over my head, man. All right, very good. How long did you last on New Year's Eve?
I stayed up till about 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
My kids
All
beat
right.
me. My kids came up. It was like 5 minutes to go. They're like, the ball's about to drop. I was like, I've seen it before.
I don't care.
Not
I'm going to bed.
Okay, so
this happens
So I
every
went
year.
to bed before any of you.
did you?
I went to bed at 9.
You went to bed at 9.
Yeah, I actually I took a melatonin at like 8:45 because I just was done with the day. I'm going to bed.
You have
So-
to pop things to go to sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Joan, have you seen my schedule like in the last month? It has been just turn on its head. I had to do something.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah.
KGB? Is everything all right?
Have fun doing the show by yourself.
baby.
I was awake at 12:30. I went to bed at 10. But my old man bladder kept meaning that I had to get up.
Oh,
It is the most awful. Joan, does that happen to your husband?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I have to admit.
Listen, I'm just what? Why is that awkward to talk
why
about?
don't you should do it? I do with my kids and just cut off liquids at like 6:30.
That's what Amy says, and you know what? That makes all the sense in the world.
You just have to limit the liquid intake, and your outtake will drastically drop.
I know. My problem is that I like to drink coffee
Okay. All right.
and throat coat.
Coffee's the worst.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
When is your last cup of coffee during the day? What time?
usually by about 4.
4 o'clock is your last cup of coffee.
Yeah,
and then you go to bed at like 6:30.
I've said many, many times I can't sleep without coffee.
That's the craziest thing.
Oh, I know. It is crazy. But, I mean, sadly, that is the truth. So
It's just your way of life now.
yeah, that is exactly it. That is just how I am able to get to sleep. It is rather bizarre. What did you watch any of the CNN stupidity?
No, but I caught it on Twitter after the fact.
All right, so they had a comedian on, and funny as all get out. What was her name again?
Whitney Cummings.
Whitney Cummings. All right, you ready? Jeff, I need some audio, please. This is on CNN.
2024 election fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body upright. Are we still rolling? Am I off? Go for
That's awesome. I mean, I cannot stop listening to this one particular cut.
2024 election fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body upright. Are we still rolling? Am I off? Go for it.
She got hit with
It
a
was
man. This
amazing
awkward
that the
silence.
pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to the presidential candidate. Kamala was forced on us so hard you'd think she was patented by Pfizer or Moderna, whichever one's. Oh, God. Andy just gave me a very scary look. No!
So that is Whitney Cummings.
I can only imagine behind the scenes just the panic that was going on.
You know what? They let her go. I don't know. Is she a conservative or she's just a joke teller? That's my question.
She's pretty middle of the
She's a
road.
comedian?
Yeah, she's just a comedian.
Yeah.
Okay.
They let her go. Here, you guys want to hear another cut?
Yeah.
This is, we're in delay, right? Because I don't know what she did.
Yeah, we are delayed. I have the button ready.
Okay.
Well,
I've been
2024
mentally preparing.
If you're listening on the stream, you might get a free expletive.
2024 election fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary.
The same darn cut.
Dan was the only one that swore.
Yeah, it's like, do I have to dump Dan now?
I'm sorry. No. Whitney. I don't know why anybody watches Anderson Cooper.
No, I don't. I don't know why either.
I mean, yeah, he and the guy that's with him, I don't know who that is.
Andy Cohen.
And
No,
no,
they're terrible.
is that Andy Cohen?
The guy in the middle? Yeah, that was Andy Cohen,
Okay.
the Bravo TV guy.
Let's see if this is a better soundbite.
Let me be clear though. 2024 was not only negative. The media wants us to believe this country is so divided, but we actually came together a lot this year. Like as a nation, we unanimously agreed that we would rather see J-Lo in a toxic relationship than in concert. We all agreed the government totally knows what drones are and are telling us. The drones are still up there, and we have no idea what's behind them. No idea. I mean, they're still up in the sky, so I guess we can rule out that they were made by Boeing. The point is, I think we all agree on a lot of things. And since I only have a minute left live on Establishment Media, why don't we just say a bunch of things that we know that they'll never cover? Okay.
Oh God!
Oh,
All right.
my finger is so dangerously close to the dump button.
All right, let's see if this is something we haven't heard yet.
Ready to go. Trump Shooter didn't have any silverware in his house. No one thought that was weird.
Is that true?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had
that's
nothing
true.
in his house.
Yeah.
His house was completely cleaned. It looked like a forensic team went in there and
Ryan
just
Ruth?
bleached this. No, the first shooter, Matthew Crooks.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
That was
All right.
also like hours after the fact too. So it was.
He had no silverware.
Nope,
He had nothing.
nothing.
Interesting.
Weird, right?
All right.
Are we still rolling? Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia put money into Disney, so just know there won't be any girl characters in the next Cars movie.
That's a good one.
All right.
Nice.
Next.
Are we still rolling? This is wild. Okay, why have so many presidents' chefs died? Weird.
What did she say?
The president. Why do so many presidents' chefs die? Weird.
Oh, Obama chef.
Yeah. Paddleboarding.
Yeah.
I
Paddleboarding.
was about to do it too. Paddle
Air
boarding.
quotes. Air quotes. Just so everybody knows, Jeff did air quotes on that.
Well, we both did.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Talk about it. I didn't do that.
There is
in
video.
unison.
There is video evidence. It's not just radio anymore.
We can fix that on post production. All right.
Fix it in post. The classic phrase.
Let's see what else she says.
Boy Scout of America, they renamed itself Scouting America. You know who else changed their name? Sean Combs. Just saying. Let's learn something in 2025. I can't believe you guys are still letting me go. This is amazing. I love CNN. Please stop me, Andy, because I will just keep going.
There you go.
That Happy New Year was the please shut up version.
They let her go.
I like it.
Well, honestly, they would get more crap if they stopped her. I feel like.
Well, look, they had to have known what she was going to do, right? I mean, don't they?
I don't think they did.
No, you think?
I think that they, first of all, I think that
I don't
all the
think they
people that
care.
were there were too drunk to really care.
Fair. Did you see the other clip of the black guy being offered a drink, and he said, no. The last time a black man drank during CNN's New Year's Eve, he got fired by the network.
No.
He was alluding to Don Lemon.
Lemon, nice.
No, but that I should have found that. I try to just avoid CNN just because
Yeah.
it's so I don't understand. I don't understand the appeal of a bunch of drunk people. Like
No.
I don't find it appealing.
I actively avoid going out on New Year's Eve because of it.
Yeah.
All we did was we went to, you know what we did?
What'd you do?
We went to Burger Republic.
Oh, all right.
That was our
Ooh.
big New Year's Eve. We wanted to be back in time.
What'd you get?
I would say probably a burger.
Well, no.
Good,
Burger,
Joan.
there's so much. But
Yeah.
like, they have also crab dip. That's pretty good, if I remember. Or not crab dip. It's like, what is it? I have to remember now. But they have a good dip there, too.
Nailed the story. I want that.
I don't know, man. You know what I did have? I had a chocolate shake. They have something called like chocolate. I don't know what it is. Like it's like a chocolate Godzilla thing. And Amy was like, "You really gonna have that?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna have it." And she said, "Why?" I said, "'Cause I'm not drinking. So I got to do some sort of a vice. It's New Year's Eve."
A vice.
And so that's what I did. Did you do any drinking, Joan, or I know Malinoff? You were like,
I I got cognac as a gift from Jennifer Sheets, but I haven't opened it yet. But I don't. Yeah, I was by myself. If I drank, it'd been very depressing.
Cognac.
Yeah, she gave me cognac for a Christmas gift.
Wow.
Isn't that nice?
I'm
Yeah.
not exactly sure what cognac is, but it sounds good.
The rappers drink it.
Oh, the rappers
the
drink
rappers.
Oh yeah.
It's a how do I say that? It's a fancy bourbon in a sense.
Okay, very good. Well, I've never had bourbon
I
either,
could be
so.
wrong. Someone correct me, but I think it's in the bourbon family.
This is Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper.
25 is everything you
really
want it
hoping we
to
don't
be.
get fired.
Well, sweetie, I don't think you're gonna get fired.
You know, it's funny if
Are
I
they hammered on TV as
No,
talking
one
about
guy-
who's
one
going to
guy-
get fired?
One guy was tripping on like LSD or something. He admitted it.
so if I called Malinoff sweetie, I'm pretty sure that I would be hauled off of human resources.
Yeah, I would be talking to Paul right now.
Sweetie.
Yeah, Andy Cohen. Are they together? Like Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen?
I don't know.
Well,
No.
isn't sweetie
It all
like
makes sense.
reserved for someone that you are currently involved in a relationship with?
How would you know this, Dan?
I call my wife sweetie,
Okay.
among other things.
Well, you could also, if it's an elderly woman, they can call me sweetie. I feel like that, like the elderly women that are just like they're being polite. I feel like that's the if someone's calling you sweetie, hopefully they're. in
Jeff,
the
do you have a
elderly
pet
range.
name for Natasha yet?
No.
How
No?
about Svetlana?
Guys, it's not like we've been on like one date. Can we calm down for
Wait,
a
you
second?
still haven't gone on a second date?
She's been in Florida. We've discussed this.
That's right. You were giving her space, right?
Yeah.
What's your name again?
I'm not going to say her name because.
No, what's your name
Oh,
again?
my-
You're like,
my
guys,
name?
we discussed this. I'm like, who are you again?
Oh, right.
If I have to explain the joke, man, you got to keep up.
So we are now 1-1 when it comes to jokes going over each other's heads.
That's all right. All right, very good. When is date number 2 with Natasha?
Next week when she gets back.
All right, where are you guys going? What are you gonna do?
Putt Shack.
Is that a Russian thing?
No. It's a fun little. It's an indoor mini golf course for adults, like with beers, and it's at a bar and stuff. It's nice. It's
All
fun.
right.
She's a golfer too, so it makes sense.
Okay, very good.
Yeah,
Putt Shack.
she's probably a better putter than I am. I'm more of a mid 3-wood kind of guy, middle of course,
I
second
think
shot
we've gone
guy.
down just the totally wrong path here.
Pretty sure we don't want to hear about your wood,
Nope.
Jeff.
Not the
Oh my
third one
god,
either.
it's a freaking golf course, you loons.
25 is everything
I'm
you
really
want
hoping
it
we
to
don't
be.
get fired.
Well, sweetie, I don't think you're gonna get fired. I think you're good.
I got a contract.
I'm going back
Maybe
to
you'll be
Bravo.
fired.
I'm going back to Bravo. Let's go. Bravo, here I come. New seat.
Maybe we got to do that at WTN. You think maybe
Drink on New Year's Eve.
Do you know who would be really fun? So next New Year's Eve, Murphy, Mandis, Hand, and Chad, and Joan, you can come too. And we all and Weaver. Oh my gosh!
Oh, he'd be fun.
We all got to just have a get drunk broadcast. Should who's in? All
I'll bring the cognac if I'm invited.
right, now.
I'll run the board and the dump button. How about that?
So we'll need some more dump buttons. But who do you think is the funnest drunk of WTN?
Oh, it would be my.
Murphy.
Weaver, I would say Weaver.
I'm torn between Murphy and Weaver.
Yeah.
Them together, I could just see them arm wrestling for no reason whatsoever.
Somebody be brawling with Murphy.
Oh,
100%.
Yeah.
He'd be looking for a fight.
You know what? Oh, here's what you do. So get Murphy liquored up
Yeah.
and then walk up to him and ask him about polling.
Perfect.
Yes.
That's the
Oh
trick.
my gosh. I had to produce that. I was uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
I loved every minute of that. If you know, you know.
Oh, wait, do I all know what we're talking about?
Dan like glanced over to me during that exchange, and I had the biggest smile on my face. I was like, "Here we go."
That was during
this is what
election
we,
coverage.
This is what we
So-
signed up for.
So if anybody missed it, it's not a big deal. But Murphy and Brian got into it about polling at the election coverage in a moment that I believe still lives in infamy.
Everybody was whipping their polls out
It's still up on our YouTube.
and comparing.
So as that all was going on, me and Chris are looking at each other, and I'm like, "What the hell are we supposed to do?"
I was just enjoying it.
I was praying for them to go to commercial break.
I think we did throw to break, didn't we?
No, we threw to break, and because I was running the board
Yeah.
for that election coverage, I just knew, like, I was like, I could tell Wilson was uncomfortable, and Murphy did not care, and I'm just like, oh God, just go. Just
All right,
someone go.
All right, now listen. It's not a big deal, and I don't want to throw any gasoline on the fire that was that night, the dumpster fire of that night.
Let's be perfectly honest. We all work in politics and we have different opinions, and it gets heated sometimes. Murphy still showed up at Wilson's Christmas party.
Yeah.
there you go.
we're
Yeah,
all
I mean, everybody.
pals.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not
like,
trying to make this sound
no,
worse than it
no.
was.
Water under the bridge.
Nobody wants to make it seem worse than it was, but it was fun to be there.
You see, I didn't find it fun. I did. You would find it fun. I found
loved
it
it.
increasingly
I loved
uncomfortable
it.
as
I
it
was
was
like-
going on.
It was
Like,
it was
let's
the beginning of my shift. That's why I found it uncomfortable, because it was like the first thing happened on my shift was that. I'm like, oh God, another 4 hours or 5 hours of this or midnight.
I love those two guys. Like, I
Yeah.
really do.
Passionate.
And so I was just a little uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable.
I could feel it.
Hey, KGB.
Yes.
What's the name of the new? I want to get Chris in on this. What's the name of the new? January 1st. We talked about it at 5:35. What's the new?
Beta.
Beta.
Generation Beta.
Generation Beta.
Generation Beta.
You're acting like Biden there for a second, just like your brain flatlined.
I know
Yeah.
it happens. I've been up for a long time.
Is this the generation after Gen Alpha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Gen Beta.
is Gen Beta the new ones being born right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that a shame?
Is that
As
is that
of
just
midnight.
Is that just setting them up for failure?
It is pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
I'm
I'm so surprised that that's a derogatory name. That doesn't strike a chord with me.
It's a soy boy.
Yeah, betas
Yeah,
and soy boys.
Beta's
Yeah.
a soy boy.
It just caught on social media, and people just used it since.
Yep.
I guess
Beta.
I'm not cool and up to date with the
Fortunately,
words.
millennials is a better one. I
You know
feel
what's gonna happen is all the alphas in like 5th grade are gonna be picking on all the betas in 4th grade, and that's just gonna be going on for like years.
Yeah.
That's what's probably gonna happen.
We're looking forward to the great Alpha Beta War of 2080.
We're all just in our rockers. Well, me and Chris will still be alive, probably. We'll both be in our rockers, just laughing,
What are you
drinking
trying
the
to
bourbon.
say there, Jeff?
Jesus,
Right.
2080? 2080.
I don't think you're gonna be alive in 2080.
See, I was born in 95. I can be alive in 2080. I will do it out of spite.
All right, well, very good.
Now, show
If that's what-
Mendes. Ugh.
Trust me when I say I will no longer care at that point. Oh, wait. Whatever. This has been a terrible bit. I'm just going to tell you all. We need to start bringing more content.
We never do.
Chris, what's coming up?
Well, we're going to talk about what happened in New Orleans. We're going to talk about what happened in Texas. And we're going to talk about what happened in Las Vegas.
Joan
Right.
Jones, what's up?
Well, we'll tell you what the New Orleans terrorist brother has to say about why his sibling turned to terror. Also, why the governor of Louisiana is being criticized today. Those stories coming up at 9 o'clock on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Thank you, Joan. 8:53, Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7. Dan Mandis here. Start your year off stress-free and sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I always recommend Mark Spain Real Estate here in Nashville because they do a great job. I know that I can trust that they're going to sell your home hassle-free with a strong all-cash offer. As a matter of fact, Mark Spain Real Estate, they were ranked on the Inc. 5000 list of the fastest growing companies in the U.S. for now the 8th year in a row. They respond fast, and yes, they are one of the most experienced real estate teams in Nashville. Mark Spain Real Estate sells more than 33 homes a day, making them the most experienced real estate team in America. You can trust them to sell your home hassle-free, again, with the strongest cash offer in the industry. Find them online. It is markspain.com. That is markspain.com. Tell them Dan told you to reach out. 855-299-SOLD. That's 855-299-SOLD. markspain.com.